This is the only photograph I could find of my father and myself together. Either I was taking the pictures or we just weren't in the same room a lot. But this is a lovely picture of us playing pool together on a little mini pool table, obviously built for children. But I'm sure it was a very competitive game nevertheless. Dad never let us win anything.
Kate's father, John Disley, was always competitive. Undoubtedly the outstanding Welsh track athlete of his generation. His competitiveness bringing Olympic bronze at the Helsinki Games and Welsh Sports Personality of the Year honours in 1955. His lifelong passion for running saw him introduce orienteering to the UK, and in 1981 he co-founded the London Marathon with his great friend Chris Brasher. But honestly, how many of you know the name? John Disley's remarkable life is a story untold. A Welsh sporting great whose life story is a journey of discovery even to his daughter, Kate.
I realised my relationship with my dad was quite odd. I didn't have one, not a close one. Called him John growing up, didn't call him Daddy or anything. And I decided then I was going to try to make it better somehow.
John Disley, number 2, for whom chief competition came from his teammate Chris Brasher. Disley was absolutely on top of his form and soon took complete command. John Disley and Chris Brasher had to deal with some strong opposition from the Czechs. Now it's Brasher, number 4, in the lead. But Disley takes over at the crucial moment, giving that little bit extra to win the event in 8 minutes 46.6. Both he and Brasher beat the British all-comers record for the distance.
Corris, where I was born. I always ran everywhere, on the hillside, on the sheep tracks and things. When I went to Loughborough College, I entered for the 3 miles, and at the end of the first mile, I broke the college record for the mile. Jeff Dyson, he was giving the commentary on these races, and he said, "This young man doesn't know what he's doing. He's running much too fast. We shall now watch him blow up in the next 2 miles." And I didn't. I kept going to the end and broke the college record for the 3 miles. That's where I first thought I might be able to do something.
Steeplechaser John Disley arrived with best man Chris Brasher for his wedding to Sylvia Cheeseman, the former Olympic sprinter.
I went to the Olympic Games with my wife, who also won an Olympic medal.
After the ceremony, the happy couple who've starred so often on the track shared their happiest photo finish in the Athletic Union of the Year.
Of course, by the time I was born, they'd been retired about 8 years. Although both parents were Olympians, Mum stopped running as soon as she hung up her spikes, and Dad always carried on running. He was always running. I'd think he was in the house. My mum would say he's been in Sweden for 3 days, and a lot of the time he was off doing important things.
The long-distance runner's drive and single-mindedness stayed with John Disley all his life. His passion for mountain climbing, orienteering, hiking and running saw him travel the globe, sacrificing valuable family time. In Chris Brasher, he found a soulmate, and together they've proved to be an irresistible combination.
His alliance with Chris Brasher throughout his whole life meant that a lot of things got done.
When the London Marathon was both our ideas, the two of us started it. We belonged to a club called Ranelagh Harriers, and a couple of our members went to New York and ran in their New York Marathon. They'd never seen anything like it. Cheering crowds went right through the city. If New York could do it, so could we.
This first London Marathon, even before it started, is surely already the most remarkable success.
I said in a moment of idiocy a couple of months ago that I would have a go, and I didn't feel I could jack out.
So we started in 1981, started in Greenwich. We've given about £3 million to charities, and we haven't taken a penny ourselves.
Supporters have turned out in their thousands. There's been a marvellous atmosphere all the way round.
I ran it in 2004, and it was a very emotional time for me. And I thought about Dad all the way through. How many people had been affected in a good way by this race?
Recreational running, in the end you have to have an ambition to do something, otherwise you stop jogging.
It was very emotional to think that he'd touched all these lives and made this happen for so many people, and they're still doing it long after he's gone, which is what a legacy. Amazing.
John Disley may not have sounded Welsh, but he wore his Welshness with pride. Family holidays were spent in their small stonehouse cottage in the Eryri Hills, and Plas y Brenin, the Welsh National Outdoor Centre at Capel Curig he helped establish, held a special place in his heart.
I suppose I should feel proud about it, really. I think this one would vie with the London Marathon.
He also bought a marathon home to Eryri.
1982,
a year after his first London Marathon, John Disley founded the Snowdonia Marathon, bringing a stunning mass participation event to the hills of his homeland.
When my father dreamed up the course direction all those years ago, I didn't think I'd ever be standing here helping all these people get started, so great day.
3,
die, in, go!
And who's it didn't work? Hey, off we go, Ron. Good luck to you all.
Pob A lot of what he did was just about doing something worthwhile in life and not wasting time. Never wasting time. I'd like to find out more about my dad and what kind of person he was, because I only have a very small snapshot and I should have a lot more.